Hey, good morning. It's Eric the Old Jarhead here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope to earn your subscription today, folks. Listen, I wanted to talk a little bit about the LS Grapple. So last year I bought this Grapple and we really needed one out here. And this one was a pretty good deal for us. This Grapple was listed at $2,600. I got a deal on it, paid $2,000 for it. And it's a pretty decent Grapple. And I wanted to talk a little bit about it and some of the challenges I've had with it. So first of all, this is not a heavy duty grapple. If you go to the big online attachment store, you're gonna see that they've got some huge, awesome grapples that are about $4,800 a piece. Last time I looked, I would love one of those grapples. But, you know, $4,000 or $5,000 is a lot of money. Can't always afford that. I found this one. It was local, great shop. Buck over at EFC Equipment sold me this one. It's an LS, so it actually is an LS. It is not super heavy duty, and I'll give you some footage of running it, but I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the challenges. This bar here is bent. I don't think that one is. I have bent several teeth, both top and bottom. One of the teeth down here I bent completely sideways. Now I'm able to beat those teeth out with a hammer. You know, you can beat them back when you bend them, but you are going to bend those teeth. It's just not a real heavy duty piece of equipment. And so on one hand, it's a great grapple because I'm able to use it. I mean, we moved tons of slash. You could see all that slash over there. We moved a ton, dropped it right in the fire here. That was great. We dropped a bunch of trees over there, moved all of that over here, and really, you know, made good use of it. Got a helicopter flying up there. But in any case, I mean, I abuse equipment out here. This plow blade has been broken multiple times. So it isn't like we don't abuse equipment out here. Those forks never broke. Haven't broken that yet. Haven't broken that. This guy does the job. So if you're looking for a grapple in the $2,000, $2,500 range, maybe it's up to $3,000 now with inflation, but if you're looking for one that's not that $5,000 super awesome grapple that you can get from the big attachment store out there, this one does the job. So give it a try, check it out. It's working for me. I put it to the test out here. I've moved rocks, I've moved big logs, raked a lot of ground with it, moved a lot of slash. It's doing the job. Would I buy it again? Yeah, unless of course I could afford the big $4,000 or $5,000 grapple. I'd probably buy one of those instead. But it's a good grapple. So if you're thinking about buying one, I'll tell you, understand you're buying a $2,000 or $3,000 grapple, not a $4,000 or $5,000 one. But it does the job, it works. So why not? Give it a try. All right, well, got the log deck built thanks to this grapple, but I wanted to point out a couple things I mentioned earlier, and that was the teeth get bent. So this tooth here is just, it's bent out. I don't know how I did it. The one on the bottom down here is literally bent almost L-shaped, and you would think that this would be a good strong location here. I was just going to pick up a small tree to use for the log deck and hit a rock or something, and it literally just bent that like a pretzel. So we've got two bent teeth there. I've got one in the middle that's a little bit bent again, another one, so three up here. I got a couple down there. So it's a good grapple. It works well, and it gets the job done. It's not a $5,000 grapple, and I think one of the keys to whether or not you buy an LS grapple like this, or you go out there to the big attachment store and get the really super awesome jaw teeth type monster grapple, is whether or not you can live with taking a hammer and beating these back straight again. You know, honestly, when I first had to beat these teeth back, I was kind of mad. And I thought, damn it, you know, I'd read online, I'd watched videos, guys were saying, get this one, not that one. And I thought, okay, you know what, you should have listened. I mean, yeah, it was double the cost or more, but holy cow, look at how many times you bent teeth. But today, I look at it and I think, you know what, I saved $2,000 or $3,000 buying this one, and yep, I got to get a hammer out, so I'm going to go get one here shortly, and I'm going to have to bend these teeth back straight again. So we're going to do that right now. Let's get it done. All right, well, there you go. They're not perfect. It's a little bit bent up, but it's still working. So is it worth $2,000? I think so. I think the thing to remember is, I think the cylinders are stronger than the metal. You know, picking up rocks, what we have here we call Okanagan topsoil, and it's basically moon dust and rock. So this guy's, it's a little bit shaped like it's been abused, but we've done a lot with it, and we'll keep using it. I expect it'll keep going. Worst case scenario is we'll get the neighbor to put some welding into it and make it a little stronger, but it's doing the job. And if you've got a 50 horse tractor or lighter, I think you're fine. If you're running a bigger tractor, then you probably need a bigger grapple, but this one does the job, and I like it. It's been a good grapple. So yep, I got to beat the teeth out. You decide whether or not you want to beat your teeth out every once in a while. All right, folks, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. The Old Jarhead out.